Hello, this is Tim Campbell with ActionCOACH Business Coaching with my Survive and Thrive Business Spotlight series. The purpose is to interview local business owners to promote them through my social channels and email database. This is a free service I'm providing to support local businesses because if we save every business, we save the economy. Today, I have the pleasure of talking with Kristin and Erik Richards with LifeVantage. Welcome, folks. It's great to have you on the program today.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Well, let's get started. Tell me a little bit about yourself, and if you had a 60-second commercial for your business, what would it be?
Well, a little bit about ourselves. This is our round two, and there's actually a ministry that we're starting that has a little bit of backstory. But basically, we both went through some pretty tough divorces and not so great first marriages. Together with our faith, we really realized that there is a big empty spot for a lot of people in that same scenario. And a lot of it had to do with how they feel on the inside first. So for me, I know that when I was exposed to some really cool all-natural activators that started at your cell back after my divorce in 2016, I knew that this was something extremely different and very important that everyone needed to know about. It changed my life. So what I did is after just 4 months of taking this product, I started telling everybody about it because I knew that if it worked that well for me, there was a lot of people out there like me going through a lot of the similar paths that I had taken that could really benefit from this product and from being on a tribe of people who thought and felt the same way as we did. So it was very quickly that I realized that that feeling was true. And so 3 years later, we've actually been able to retire Kristin from corporate life last year. And we are continuing to share this awesome message and just really starting to grow a great business that has really exploded into the health and wellness thing.
Fantastic. Thank you for that. So tell me, who do you serve? Really, who's your best customer? We call that a target audience.
So really, when we are asked this question, we say we're looking for someone who's growth mindset. That's always the best adjective of the individual that would be open to nutrigenomics. Like we're using herbs and a synergistic impact to change and repair our DNA. So we really are early adopters. The science behind our products is 15 years ahead of any competitor. So I liken us to an iPhone 2, an iPhone 3. We really need that growth-minded individual that's like, hey, that's really cool, having everything all in one. I need an iPhone 3 or, like having that mindset, because a lot of us individuals, I was guilty of this, are used to, oh no, I'll still carry my camera. I'll still drag my recipe book along. We're used to doing things because it's comfortable and it's worked to this point. So we're looking for growth-minded individuals.
Fantastic. So tell me, what's been the greatest impact that COVID's had on your business?
Well, for us, it's although it's been very strange and very odd and a scary thing for a lot of people, and it's really been divisive, the one true message that I think has come across is people now more than ever are awakening to the idea that their health and wellness is their responsibility only. So for the first time in probably a lot of people's entire lives, they're looking at, is the government really telling me that this vaccine will or won't work? Are my doctors really the best place to go? Or is there something out there that I can do personally that's all natural that maybe will starve off the times that I have to go and get that diagnosis or get a synthetic pharmaceutical Band-Aid? There are so many things that we can do that will come before our body starts showing symptoms. So we talk about people all the time. If they go into a doctor with no symptoms, they just say, hey, doctor, I feel pretty good. How do I feel better? They're going to look at you cross-eyed and be like, come back with a cough or a fever. Right. We're trying to help people understand that there is a great longevity of health and wellness that can be achieved before the symptoms come to the surface.
Fantastic. I love that. Going to the doctor without a symptom and asking them to help you feel better.
All right. They'd look at you crazy.
For sure. So what are one or two actions that you've taken to make a difference during this crazy time, and how has it been working for you guys?
Really the biggest action that we've taken at the beginning, everything was so unknown, just like for all of us, but our message never changed. We just delivered it differently. You know, we have stood on this pillar. We have a right, we have an obligation, we have a duty to share this information that we've been blessed with, but that delivery changed. So we spent lockdown and quarantine and all the, you know, the last 700 months that we've been in this pandemic, we've spent that time video chatting, shrinking the world is how Erik and I have put it. You know, he started doing more work on LinkedIn and just connecting, video chatting with individuals day in and day out and letting them know there's still community, there's still fellowship. And a lot of times it's not even business oriented, but they're like, hey, you're extra healthy and extra energetic. What do you do? What are you doing to stay healthy in this time? So it's really just been video chatting, changing our message, the delivery type of our message.
Fantastic. Thank you for sharing that. So here's an interesting question. It's been said that smart people learn from their mistakes and wise people learn from the mistakes of others. So what mistakes did you make along the way, and how can other entrepreneurs learn from your experience?
I'm giggling because we learned a very hard, the huge fail forward, you know, as we continue to try to look at fail forward. I had been in business a year last May of 19, and we decided there were some changes with my position in corporate America. I'd been in a position for 14 years. We really felt some growth in our business. And so we went all in. We doubled down. We retired me early from corporate America to build our team. Well, in the direct market, you know, the multi-level industry, there's a lot that you don't know when you're early on. And so basically I retired and my team went into witness protection. So it was like, okay, here we are. What are we going to do? And so now our number one message that we tell everyone is retire reluctantly. Retire reluctantly. And it was a bit of advice we were given from a much wiser, much more seasoned individuals about September of last year. You know, we'd already done the thing. We'd already leaked. We'd already gone all in. But our naivety was for our benefit. We never would have done it if we knew everything that we knew. So that's half the battle, you know, is changing how you view those failures.
Sure. Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. Awesome. Second last question here. I've got your email and website and contact information to share out when I post this interview. Is there anything else that I should add, like an offer for listeners?
Well, I think that one of the things that we love to do is expose people to all the products that we have. We have a major patented, just from us, group of 3 products that we call the Tri-Synergizer. So, but we also have what's called a smart energy drink. It's a focus drink, and it uses ingredients that are considered brain food. And so these are things that are all natural, that are known and studied to actually activate neurotransmitters in our brain. Think of it like when you walk into your room and you're like, why did I come in here? That's that type of brain fog. This is going to help alleviate a lot of that. Has just a little bit of caffeine, but mostly these all natural ingredients. So we like to give those away free to any new customers. So if you do want to learn about what activation is and cellular activation, and they join us, then we would certainly love to give some of those free products to them.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that. All right. Last question here. Tell me what's been most inspiring to you guys today during all this craziness.
Well, I think the most inspiring thing that we have is just we are driven by faith, and we know that there's a much bigger picture at play here. So we try not to get drawn into the social hype, the keyboard warriors, the red state, blue state, mask, no mask. There's a lot of divide, and further activity into those rabbit holes just tears people's soul out. So the most inspiring, I think, that we can give and we receive is to put that on the back burner. You know, this too shall pass, as my mom always told me, an old proverb. So we just keep focusing on what we can control, watching our side of the street, knowing that if we show up every day and promote positivity, then positivity will be attracted to us. So that's what we want to give everybody else. That's what inspires us.
Wonderful. And I've seen some of your videos on LinkedIn, Erik. I appreciate the positive energy that you're putting out there, and all the encouragement that you guys are doing to walk the talk, to do exactly what you just described. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
So guys, this concludes the interview. Thank you so much for your time. For everyone listening to this interview, I'd like to invite you to take advantage of those free samples that Erik mentioned. As well, I offer a complimentary coaching session for people who maybe aren't navigating through this craziness as well as others, folks who may have some questions and just want to get some outside perspective. I'll include a link to that in this post. Guys, thank you again for your time today. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. Take care now.